All right, 2020 is still going strong for Chase Oliver. The hashtag resurrection is still continuing. Yes, no new content video wise, but it's been a lazy week. I got to get that grind motive going again. You know, it's like my friend Monteith said, you can't just force someone on the grind. Like you either have it or you don't. And I believe I have it, folks. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. But what a fun week. First week of the new year of professional wrestling. Last week wasn't really a new week of professional wrestling. I mean, I guess if you count Wrestle Kingdom into Saturday, I guess sure. But overall, man, this week of pro wrestling, it's not been bad. You know, everyone's complaining about stuff. But me, I'm not saying I'm going to be positive in 2020. There's going to be stuff I hate. But for me, at least in 2020, this is a fun week of wrestling. And then tomorrow we got the Impact pay-per-view Hard to Kill. Let's talk about some of the shenanigans that have been going on in wrestling so far in 2020. So New Japan happened with Wrestle Kingdom 2 nights in a row and New Year's Dash. Just New Year's Dash, You know, I think a lot of wrestling fans were expecting a lot more, especially with the whole tease of AEW and stuff. A lot of wrestling fans were expecting a lot more from this New Year's Dash, but it was what there. But Wrestle Kingdoms himself, night 1 and night 2, both really good shows. To me personally, the better of the Wrestle Kingdoms. It was nice, not too much stupid tag matches, and I get it. Everyone's like, Chase, that's what New Japan does. It's the faction wars, and I get it. Shut up. I watch New Japan too. You don't need to lecture me and stuff like that. But good weekend. Okada showed that he's the GOAT. Wrestled 2 match of the year quality matches back to back. Naito's journey is finally complete. He finally, after all those years, getting voted out of the main event of Wrestle Kingdom, then having to go to Mexico, then coming back as this I don't give a fuck Naito, winning the IWGP Heavyweight title, but still not getting that main event at Tokyo Dome, then finally getting that main event match against Okada after winning the G1, and then coming up short 2 years ago to now, he holds the 2 biggest belts in New Japan simultaneously. Kenta has become one of the top heels for New Japan. I don't know how that's going to turn out, to be honest. When it comes to long-term booking, if it's not the big 4, and if you guys don't know who the big 4 are, it's pretty much Tanahashi, Okada, and Naito, and then whoever's the Gaijin, so Buckblade, Dick Wad, you know who that is. I'm not going to explain it to you. If you don't know who it is, sucks to be you. But, you know, those are the big 4. Long-term booking is not really good for guys like Kenta because New Japan's like, yeah, you know, he's gaining heat, but how much longer? How much longer do we use Kenta to its full force? Because New Japan's not going to just give the belts to Kenta right away. Like maybe the IC title. Like I wouldn't mind if they gave him the IC title and then built up a Kenta versus Naito down the line. I'm not saying that next year's Wrestle Kingdom. Maybe you could do a night 1 Wrestle Kingdom with Naito and Dean, but Kenta. But I don't know. It just depends. But overall, I felt both Wrestle Kingdoms, the Jushin Liger match, the retirement matches, both of them were great. The first match was absolutely hilarious. Like, oh my God, seeing all those old people doing those spots was just great. Like that's what wrestling is, man. Just carny shit. And that was carny to the max right there. So I enjoyed night 1 a little bit more. If you guys want to give you my match, like my power rankings of the matches, it would have been this is my power rankings. I'm not going to give you every single match because I don't remember all of them and I don't have a match card on my screen. But my power rankings are number 1, Ibushi versus Okada. Number 2 is Okada versus Naito. Number 3, Jericho versus Tanahashi. I forgot about that match. Well, not forgot, but forgot to really talk about that match. Really great match. The crowd was hot throughout the whole match. Like, if you guys love crowds and atmosphere, this is the match. Like, technically wise, this match wasn't all that great, but man, Naito just knows how to tell a story. Naito just knows how, not Naito, Tanahashi. Tanahashi knows how to tell a story, man. He knows how to connect with the fans. Fans loved it. We're eating it up. I was shocked when Tana tapped out, you know, because let's be real, this is one of the biggest shows of the year for New Japan. It's a show that most people are watching. I mean, the stream for night 2 completely crashed for the most part if you're watching the American version. Like, Tanahashi is the guy. You know, Tanahashi is the man. And it's like just seeing him like being able to just bow down and say, you know what, I'll tap to you, Jericho. Why not? Like that's amazing to me. Like I was like, wait, really? Tanahashi tapped out to Chris Jericho? Like I didn't think this would be a thing. But yeah, overall, Really good match between those two. That's my number 3. Number 4 would be Ospreay versus Hiromu. It was an okay match. I really didn't care for it all that much. Like, once he kicked out of the hidden blade, I was kind of like, okay, whatever. Typical Ospreay shit. Ospreay really needs to learn pacing. He really does. Like, I'm sorry, the duck face and everything, like, like when he does it, it's like, dude, come on, man. Pacing. Like, just learn that and you'll be pretty good. Just learn how to pace. ZSJ versus Sonata, Archer versus Moxley, and that's pretty much it. And then so there we go. Yeah, but those are my what's it called, matches that I enjoyed from the New Japan and stuff like that from the past weekend of Wrestle Kingdom. So there you have it. That's all I got on New Japan. WWE side of things, Raw and SmackDown. Very interesting stuff from Raw. Brock Lesnar's coming out, decides there's no one worth his damn time, and all of a sudden, he decides to enter the Royal Rumble, number 1 overall. I'm fine with this. I don't know why wrestling Twitter was so pissed at this. Like, it was like I swear, man, sometimes wrestling Twitter, they just want to be angry about shit. Like, they're just like, damn, dude, how are you going to complain that Brock Lesnar's in the Rumble, man? Like, I got hyped for this shit. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I like this. Yeah, like for real. Like, they would rather have Brock Lesnar fight Ricochet or Aleister Black. Like, first of all, why the fuck would Aleister Black, after feuding with Buddy Murphy, all of a sudden be ready for Brock Lesnar? Like literally, this is wrestling fans' logic. You got to give Aleister Black the shot. Why? Because he feuded with Buddy Murphy? Oh my God, dude, they're so desperate. Like, for real, they're just like desperate to push some guys that are just not ready. Like, I'm sorry, Aleister Black, he's just not ready, man. He just isn't. He's not clicking. Fans just don't know what he is. They're just like, what is this guy? He worked in NXT, but when it comes to the main roster, fans just don't know. Heck, even in NXT, you could say, though, fans didn't really love Aleister Black all that much. Because when he was NXT champion, people were going to be like, oh, yeah, he's the reason why Ciampa became champion. And people care more about Ciampa and Gargano than they did about Aleister Black's NXT reign, in my personal opinion. So I don't know. I don't know, man. To me personally, I just feel pacing, degenerate pacing. Ospreay doesn't know how to pace the match. You go fast, and then slow, fast, slow. It's like, dude, find a pace that works. You always have to go fast, slow. Like, it's just bad. So yeah, but yeah, I'm cool with Lesnar being number 1 in the Royal Rumble. Like, it's way better than anything. I'm excited now for the Rumble. I'm generally excited because I don't know who's going to win. Roman Reigns on SmackDown's like, the big dog is back. I'm going to go win the title. Believe that. So I'm all good with that. My boy Big Show. Hey, it's the Big Show. Big Show's back. What the fuck? Yeah, Big Show. like for real, man. Big Show. Just think about this, man. This guy has been wrestling, 3 decades? That's insane, man. This guy's just over here causing a muck still. Smiling, hitting people with the WMD, the weapon of mass destruction from the Big Show. Like for real, guys. Like, how many of you were just like, oh, fuck, Big Show's back? I feel bad, too, because, Big Show's not a bad wrestler, man. Big Show has pulled out some bangers in the last decade. Like, I know everyone's going to be like, no, I can't. Sheamus versus Big Show, Del Rio versus Big Show. Like, he's pulling out some bangers that people sleep on. Like, people just don't remember. People are just like, like, when Big Show gets to be Big Show, hell, Big Show and Undertaker was a good match, too. Big Show last minute in the Punjabi prison match was pretty damn good, too. Like, I'm just saying, Big Show, he knows how to do good stuff, man. Big Show's a good wrestler. Like, anyone that shits on Big Show as a wrestler, I don't want to hear it, man. Like when I hear people say Big Show sucks as a wrestler, I stop. I'm like, dude, you just don't understand, man. He's a bigger guy. He ain't gonna do fucking moonsaults and shit, man. Like, what do you want from Big Show? But when Big Show is able to be the giant and they portray him as the giant, he's fucking great. It just sucks because WWE has ruined him character-wise. Like, they literally have made this awesome 7-foot creature into the most lamest, pathetic character. He's crying on TV. He's like, dude, when I see the Big Show, I don't expect this dude to be crying on TV. The minute that Care Bear starts crying on TV, that's when that guy's officially dead. Because, like, dude, you're a monster. You're a giant. half these guys shouldn't be able to stand up to you, and yet you're crying on TV, throwing temper tantrums. Like you're always like remember Big Show would always throw temper tantrums. Remember Big Show, he would be like, people so mean to me. It's like, dude, come on, man. Like, stop crying, dog. Like, God. Like, they ruined Big Show when they made him cry. No, I don't sympathize with the guy who's 7 foot tall and 500 pounds or whatever the heck WWE wants to bill his weight at. Because I really don't sympathize with someone like that. Because here's the thing. I'm only 5'9". I'm like 230 pounds soaking wet. If you gave me Big Show size, I'd be happy. I'd be dominating in NBA. Heck, I would be a pro wrestler today. Not saying I can't be a pro wrestler today with my size, but you get the idea. It's like, but Big Show, great talent. It just sucks because WWE's ruined him character-wise. They just made him such a little goof, man. Always crying, always whining. He turns face. He's smiling, having a good time. Then the next week, he's mad at Mark Henry because he ate his potato salad. It's like, come on, man. Come on. Don't be doing this to Big Show, man. But yeah, no, Big Show's back. Good for him, man. Good for the Big Show. So yeah, that happened on WWE front. Ramblin' Rabbit died again. Mandy gave Otis a cake. The Mandy and Otis storyline. I'm sorry. If you don't like this little love storyline that they're doing, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. This is some good High School Musical BS. Like, I love it. This is like the nice little, like, this is the feuds that people remember are these little baby feuds. Like Nydia and Jamie Noble. I still remember Jamie Noble winning the lottery. Like, I remember that kind of goofy stuff. But these little side feuds, they help. They help with the show. They really do. People like to say, oh, this is not what I want. But really, to be honest, they help with the show because it makes you feel like, oh, yeah, you know, these people are actually human. The one thing with professional wrestlers is nowadays people want to really connect to them. And it's kind of hard to connect with them because, you know, that's a problem with Roman Reigns. Why, when he was on top, a lot of people really couldn't connect with Roman Reigns. WWE didn't give us a reason to connect with Roman Reigns. They were just like, hey, look at this guy. He's Superman. You should like him. But they didn't give him the character qualities that Superman has had throughout in the comics, where it's like, well, he's a person. He has a girlfriend. He has a job. He does a lot of other stuff. Superman has weaknesses and stuff. Like Roman Reigns, it was just like, how can we relate to this dude? We can't. So you're calling him a Superman. You're presenting him as a Superman, but there's nothing to relate to. Look at Cena through the later portion of his career. Yes, I know everyone's going to say, well, it's because I don't see John Cena on TV that much. That's the reason why, you know, I'm not so mad that he's not there. But we're seeing a little bit more of Cena's character, personality. And, you know, people generally like to see Cena that he's being a little bit different. He's being more human. People are liking that side of Cena a little bit more. And that's why when Cena comes up, fans are not booing him as much because they're kind of happy to see the guy. They're like, hey, I can relate to you, John. So, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, when Tajiri sprayed the mist in Nydia's eyes and Nydia was blind, and then turns out she wasn't blind. She destroyed that portrait, man. But, yeah, no, that blindfold match, great match at No Way Out. Good psychology between these two individuals. But, yeah, by Jamie Noble and Nydia, of course. But, yeah, man, like, this Otis and Mandy feud, I like it, man. It's just a nice little thing. It's not going to kill my Friday nights and stuff like that if I don't see it on TV. But when I see it, it's a nice little thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good filler storyline. It's good because this is what helps mid-card guys get over. Like, people forget. This is what helps. Like freaking Perry Saturn was over because of the fucking mop. No one gave a shit that, oh, Perry Saturn was a good wrestler, Chase. No. He had a fucking imaginary mop. And everyone loved the imaginary mop so much that they were like, oh, yeah, Perry Saturn. So, yeah, really, to be honest here, when it comes to Perry Saturn and, like, characters like Otis and Mandy, I like it, man. And you know what? Otis and Mandy, they're doing a good job acting in this. And same with Tucker and, God, I always get her name, Sonya Deville. I wanted to call her Soraya Banks, this MMA fighter, Soraya Banks. I don't know. She doesn't look anything like Soraya Banks at all. But her name just wants me to say Soraya Banks. But yeah, no, Sonya Deville. Like, you can tell, man, Sonya's kind of annoyed with Mandy. It's like, yo, come on, man. You got to focus on stuff other than boys. And then Tucker's like, yo, bros before hoes. Like, I like how Tucker's acting. Like, the acting from these four individuals is pretty solid. Like there's this WWE exclusive video backstage. Mandy's like talking, and then once Otis comes up, she does the usual social cues when a girl likes a guy type of thing. Her head kind of, her eyes perked up a little bit more. She starts playing with her hair. It was like, oh wow, they're actually acting. Like they're not like, oh, like let's just sleep this on the rug, because like the WWE exclusive person was like, yeah, what about Otis and the cake? She's like, well, and then Sonya was kind of be like, come on, we don't need to talk about Otis right now. And the man's like, no, I felt bad. What happened? And her voice changed. She got a little bit nervous when Otis got brought up. So it was like, okay, these four individuals are doing their best. Tucker, especially. Tucker, he's playing like the bro perfectly, man. Like, hey man, you talk to her. Come on, man. And then Otis, being the lawyer, no, come on, Tucker. Let me have my chance. And then Tucker's just like, dude, you're gonna get hurt by her. Like Tucker's being that bro to the end, man. And it's not. Like, I love it, man. I love this storyline. It's some high school shit. It's some stuff I would see in like a Disney Channel original show, but it connects with the fans. Fans can connect with it. Because, like, when people watch this, people go like, yes, I'm an Otis. I'm an Otis, and some hot girl likes me for some reason, but all my bros are saying, don't fall for it. It's a prank. Oh, you don't want to be stuck in there. Or someone's like, yeah, I'm like Tucker, man. My friend, he's getting sucked in by this really attractive woman. And don't get me wrong, it's cool that they have some mutual feelings, but I just feel like at the end of the day, it's not going to work out. He's going to hurt her, and I'm trying to watch out for my bro. And then there's people like Sonya, and I'm not saying, oh, because Sonya's a lesbian, but people like Sonya just telling Mandy, like, girl, get your head in the game. Like, don't be paying attention to no damn Otis. You can do so much better, too. What the hell? Otis? Like, good shit, man. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen girls that are attractive as hell, like Mandy, and they have boyfriends, and you're like, what the hell? Really? That's your boyfriend? Like, I was expecting much more. like how many times have you guys seen that when there's like a really attractive girl, and you're like, what? Oh, that's your boy? That's your husband? Oh, cool. How long have you been married? 10 years. Oh, or like a girl with like a semi-attractive boyfriend. You're like, oh yeah, that's your best date. 5 years. Wow. And you're trying on your head, just you're processing. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that in my life, man, where I'm just like, I just can't believe it. I'm just like, oh, okay. See, that's why I chubby game like Chase, even though I just want to be skinnier just because like health reasons, and I just want to feel good again, man. But yeah, man, I'm liking that. See how much if I like a storyline, I dive deeper into it. Oh, John Morrison and The Miz are a tag team. I think this is good for a start for Morrison. Honestly, I really do. I feel like Morrison being a tag team, that's probably the best bet for him, to be honest. So yeah. Oh, did Tessa Blanchard Tessa Blanchard respond to her Twitter backlash? Should I talk about that next? Might as well, man. For the 4 people that are watching, don't worry, we'll be getting more people watching. It's because I chose a random time, and this was when I was doing my schedule this week, this was my only free day for a stream. I should have promoted it better. That's my bad. I'll wear that one. But yeah, man, like it was because originally I was going to do the stream on Friday, but then I had to miss Monday of work because I had diarrhea. I really did. And if you guys know my colon problems there, I was like, okay, I got to stay home for this one. And so I was like, I can't go to work today. And so I decided, okay, I'm just going to go on Friday. And it kind of messed up my plans and everything because I was going to do this on Friday. So, but push it to Saturday and stuff. So it's all good at the end of the day. But yeah, so Tessa Blanchard responded saying, not true. That's my statement. And the most attention I'll give it because how ridiculous it is. So if you guys don't know what happened, so Tessa Blanchard today on Twitter, she posted on Twitter that she said, see, ladies, this is what happens when you help each other out. Something along those lines. I don't have the tweet out. This led to Sienna, is that her name? Sienna doing a live stream now. Oh, whoops, I don't want to post the live stream dashboard. I want to post the actual live stream. Where's the link to that? Where's the link to that? But yeah, so this led to Sienna saying, oh, really? You want to support the ladies? Just like when you called this one lady the N-word and spat in her face in Japan? And then Chelsea Green saying that she got bullied by Tessa Blanchard. Then Moose, who obviously has at one point in time fucked Tessa Blanchard. Let's just be real. They probably fucked, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't see how there's any issue with them having sex if they want to have sex because they used to live with each other. So yeah. Oh, and now there's more. There's more. Oh my God. Okay. There's more now. Ryan Satan, WWE Insider Ryan Satan, he's officially now backstage correspondent. Yeah, apparently Tessa Blanchard punched some woman and stuff and called her the N-word, and it was La Rosa Negra. Well, she has Negra in her name, so I don't know. So yeah, so Tessa Blanchard is in some hot stuff with the wrestling community. I don't know how much of this is like a big deal. To me, it's whatever. Like, you know, I don't feel like she deserves punishment over it. Like for real, I don't know, because none of it's like really true to me. Like, I just find it funny that wrestling is getting upset. But yeah, speaking of wrestling, Marty Scurll. Can you believe this guy? This guy is convincing ROH to give WWE. So according to Dave Meltzer reports, yeah, you know, Marty, he's getting WWE level money to stay in ROH only for 40 dates. Woo, 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 boo, 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 woo, woo, boo, 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 woo, woo. Ha, ha, ha. So you giving Marty Scurll all this money, money. Yeah. You're giving Marty Scurll all this damn money, all this paper to draw as much as I'm drawing right now on YouTube. Woo, woo. Marty Scurll, get that bag, get that money. Yeah. You got money. Yeah. Get that cash, Marty. Make that ROH money. If they're paying you WWE main roster level money for drawing literally like 100 people a night, for making ROH. I was gonna say he's not Marty Scurll. No, he's the face. He's the face of ROH. ROH truly believes he's going to bring in stacks. You get that stack, Marty. You get that stack. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. Marty Scurll offered WWE money, man. Holy moly. What are you doing? Hey, bud, what are you doing? I can't believe it, man. Oh, what a time to be alive in wrestling, dude. That was like my favorite thing I've heard all week. I was like, oh, he's thinking about re-signing with ROH. I'm like, the bag better be good. And the bag is good. Whoop, whoop. The bag is great. So that's all that happened this week in wrestling. Some fun stuff. Hard to Kill's tomorrow. Let's just look at this card. I haven't watched Impact in like 2 seconds. Okay, like a year. Like, I'm being dead honest. Like, I lost interest. Like, once Brian Cage lost to Sami Callihan, I was like, I'm good, cuh. Like, I was like, nah. So this pay-per-view is like $40. I'm not paying $40 for this. I'll find a live stream to watch this shit, to be honest. So Impact Wrestling, Hard to Kill. You guys ready for this? Ken Shamrock is facing some guy named Madman Fulton. I don't know who he is, but he has a Wikipedia page, so I'm going to look him up. Mad Sawyer Fulton. Wait, was this guy in NXT? Oh, yeah, he was. Was he part of Insanity or something like that? Let's see. Yeah, he was part of Sanity, right? The guy, Sawyer Fulton. Oh, I guess he's continued that gimmick in Impact. That's cool, I guess. Why is Ken Shamrock in? Can someone explain to me? Like, I know he had a match with Moose, but like, why is he in Impact? Is there a storyline reason, or is he just there because he wants to be? Whatever. Moose versus Rhino. Okay, cool. I don't know why Moose is such a jobber in Impact. Like, who'd he piss off? Brian Cage versus Rob Van Dam. I mean, if this was like 4 years ago, I'd be interested, but whatever. Eddie Edwards versus Michael Elgin, singles match for the Call Your Shot trophy. What the? Okay. Is Eddie Edwards still like molesting the cane? Is he still going like every time he with this cane? Is he still doing that shit? Is he still like Tommy Dreamer but not as entertaining? What up, Wrestling Fan 316? Just talking about Impact Hard to Kill. I'm looking over this card, and then we're gonna do the Q&A portion. So share this, people. Like it, share it, love it. Destiny arrives all the same. Whoop whoop! Get that bag, Marty Scroll. Get that bag. The North taking on Rich Swann and Willie Mack. That actually sounds like a good tag team match, to be honest with you. Tara Valkyrie versus Jordan Grace versus ODB. You know what's fucked up, dude? I just see ODB winning this match, dude. Like, I don't know why. I just see ODB winning this stupid shit, and she has the belt, and I hear the and then Josh Bright's like, ODB has done it. She has won the Impact Knockouts Championship. And then I'm going to be sitting there like, well, why? And then later on, Don Callis is like, wow, this is awesome. That's what I picture happening, to be honest, with this ODB crap. So, yeah, whatever. Ace Austin versus Trey Miguel. That sounds like a fun little flippy match. Nothing more, nothing less. What happened to what's his name? Desmond Xavier. Isn't he part of that group too? The Rascals or whatever it's called. Isn't he part of that? The Rascals, whatever the heck that thing is called. The Radicals, the Rascals, whatever the heck they are. The 70 show ripoff. I don't know. And then we get the main event. Tessa Blanchard, undeniable, taking on Sami Callihan for the Impact World title. I didn't mind when this match was just a match, but I'm sorry, man. I don't care that Tessa wins the. I know it sounds like, oh, Chase, I can't. No, I just don't care if she wins the Impact World title. Who cares? Like, what is this going to do for Impact? Get people watching for 2 weeks before they go, oh, okay, it's the same shit. This has nothing to do with Tessa being a woman at all. This is just me where it's like, I just don't know how this helps them. I just don't care about this whole Tessa versus Sami feud. Like, it was a good one-off match. That's fine. But, like, they've been pushing Tessa Blanchard to the moon. I said slow burn it with her. But no, instead they're like, oh, we're going to Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins thrust this one. And now she's facing for the world title against Sami Callihan. And really, to be honest, when I look at this match, I'm like, are you sure this is not for the X Division title? No, for real. Like, this is your world title match? Like, I'm sorry, man. When Tessa Blanchard looks in better shape and looks more like a world champion than fucking your actual world champion, that's pathetic. Like, Sami Callihan looks so much better like a couple years back. What happened? You just start eating more gas station donuts or something? And I was like, Chase, you can't be saying that. You can't talk. You don't look so good. Bro, I'm literally not a pro wrestler. I'm just some guy that does YouTube videos and edits videos at my job. This fool right here, his job is to be a pro wrestler. And he looks like shit. He really looks like he ate too many gas station donuts, and he's like, "Oh, BEL, hey, this is what you dude." Like, what is with these edgelords and Impact? Like, can we just get normal fucking wrestlers there? No, Tessa Blanchard's not even China because no one cares about this shit. Like, literally. No one's like, oh, we got to watch Hard to Kill. A woman's fighting for the world title. If China was fighting for the world title, that pay-per-view would break 1 million. And I'm not fronting when I say that. People cared about China. None of my friends. And you know what's funny, too? The advert for Hard to Kill, because since Impact's owned by Access, it's now playing on the local radios here in California. California Access obviously has big presence in California. And you know what's funny is none of my friends once have come up to me and said, hey, Chase, who's this Tessa Blanchard? No one cares about Impact Wrestling. So her fighting for the world title is not doing shit. Like, literally, it's not. It's just Impact Wrestling hoping they will get some media buzz. Hopefully, they'll get some pop. And like I said, Yeah, they will. People will care for 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks, they're gonna be like, ah. But it's so bad when they have Tessa Blanchard and Sami Callihan, and the Sami Callihan looks like shit. And he's facing this girl named Tessa Blanchard, and she looks in better shape. But it's just, I don't know, man. I just don't care about I don't care about this world title match. Good for you if you care. Good for you if you're an Impact Wrestling fan, and this is like what you've been waiting for. That's awesome. Good for you. But for me, man, this does nothing. Like, I kind of just want to watch Hard to Kill just to see what happens, type of thing. Like, just to see, like, oh, they gave it to Tessa Blanchard, you know? Like, oh, why did they do this? Like, I want to just see how the match turns out. But honestly, man, it's like, I don't care. I literally don't care about if Tessa Blanchard wins the title because it's not going to do anything for them in their bottom line. That's just how I feel about Tessa Blanchard. So, yeah. Overall, though, Hard to Kill looks like it's a missable show. Half these matches that I read, you'll probably see next week on Impact, if I'm being truly honest with you. All right. I'm going to grab my chapstick. It's right over there. Then we're going to do some Q&A. So send your questions. I don't care what they are. You know me. Okay. Grab my chapstick. Chapstick's grabbed. Send questions. Watch. This is where the stream gets lit. More people watch my Q&A portions of my stream than they do actually anything else. It's funny. It's true. I look at the analytics. I'm actually one of those nerds. And then I always ask people, I always look at the analytics. And it's funny how so many people will jump through the stream. And then once the stream hits the Q&A portion, that's my most watched. Like, that's like the highest watch time that I have is through like the Q&A portion. And it's like weird how that's like the most thing. Like my views on anything else will be kind of like, will be like solid, decent, like 10, like not decent, not solid, but like literally, if you watch my last stream that I did, the main portion people watch all the way through, which I'm thankful for because YouTube cares about watch time, is